Howdy, y'all. It is another beautiful day here in lovely southern Arkansas. I don't know if you can see out there, but it is another gorgeous day. All of these cats are ready to go outside. But first, before I accompany them outside, we're going to do my weekly journal. Now, this is going to be, let's see, October 15th through today, which is October the 21st. So let's get started. Okay. So Friday, we had a high in the upper 80s and a low in the upper 60s. It was cloudy, warm, muggy with scattered showers. So this was the 15th, Friday the 15th. It's warm and humid today, and it keeps raining on and off. It's great for mushroom hunting. Between now and the first frost, there should be some beauties popping up from a new camera. The beef stew turned out great. I love those little tiny potatoes. They didn't fall apart like they can do whenever they're chopped up. I'll definitely get them again. Howard is still acting up early in the morning. I don't know how to make him understand that he can't go out in the rain, and I wouldn't let him out at 4 in the morning anyway. Slim thinks he is asking us to turn off the rain. He sees us turn on the lights and the shower and do other amazing things. So Slim says he's wanting us to change the weather for him. And he's probably right. Um, I plan to have a Halloweeny weekend and watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and carve my pumpkin. I know it will take Slim many days to complete his jack-o'-lantern, but mine should be glowing cozily on the porch before the weekend is out. I may even make some pumpkin spice nibbles for us to enjoy, which I didn't. I didn't make any treats. Um, I said I got a little note on the center here that says having trouble ordering Christmas crackers. Each type we like are sold out. Yeah, so we got to looking at the Christmas crackers, and some of them have better stuff in them than others, even though they're a little bit more expensive. And some of them are themed or whatever. And we definitely want specific ones, and each one, they're kind of sold out by the time we get in there and order them. And so, yeah, that's happened with like four kinds. So we're still looking. We're being kind of particular. Okay, on Saturday, we had a high in the lower 60s and a low in the upper 40s. It was cool and cloudy. The boys are running through. I woke up and it was cold in the house this morning. I turned the heat on for the first time. It was 50 degrees outside and it was 60 degrees in here. The heater smelled a little funny at first because it hadn't been used all year, but it worked just fine. And the house was warm and cozy before you could say Jiminy Christmas. If it's not too windy today, I'm going to try and burn up some boxes and some downfall from that last storm. It's been pretty wet, but I think everything will burn if we get a good fire going first. And I was able to. It was a little breezy, but I stayed out there with it because it was wet. I decided to chance it. Um, oh, yeah, I let all the cats out into the cool air today, and they all feel extra frisky in the crisp autumn air. Norma, of course, just sat on the porch and demonstrated her lovely and functional fur coat. Slim and I worked on our jack-o'-lanterns this evening, although his is more like a sculpture in pumpkin than an actual jack-o'-lantern. I was able to complete mine. It's pretty basic, just an owl on a branch, but I added a couple of stars for a personal touch. Slim's carving will take much longer, but he's got one ear done already, and that's saying something on a Ferengi like quark. And we listened to the history of Halloween while working on our pumpkins. So I haven't broke out Charlie Brown yet, but I will. Charlie Brown is tradition. I will break him out on Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Okay, did you not know that Charlie Brown had a Thanksgiving cartoon? He does. Um, Sunday, the 17th, we had a high in the low 80s and a low in the low 50s. It was partly cloudy and cooler. It got warm, but it was mainly cooler all day. We just kind of got warm right in the afternoon part. Most of the day it was pretty cool. I got up early this morning and let the cats out and made a cuppa and went to the back room to craft quietly and let Slim sleep. I made two what I'm calling candle bracelets for the candles in Virginia's bathroom. It took me a while, but they turned out nice. Just about the time I finished them, Slim woke up and I made breakfast. After breakfast, I got around and I went over to V's to help her decorate and arrange furniture. We got the living room and kitchen curtains up, and we hung up lots of pictures, paintings, and wall decorations. She really liked the candle bracelets, and I have to admit, they really made those candles look upscale and fancy, and it looks great in her master bathroom. She wants me to make a couple more for her candles in the living room. I stayed at V's a bit longer than I intended to, but her sisters Mary and Mel were there, and we were all doing so well hanging pictures that I lost all track of time until me and Melvina took a break outside and I realized it was almost dark. I headed home and picked up a pizza on the way home for a quick supper. And let's see. V said Mimi would be sorry she wasn't there to help. Yeah, Misha is her youngest daughter, and she has designated herself as the decorator of the house. So she will be sad that she missed our decorating party, but I'm sure there's plenty for her to do. Okay, so Monday the 18th, there was a low in the low 70s, and a high in the low 70s and a low in the low 50s, and it was cool and clear. Today is cat grooming day. Everyone gets their nails trimmed and a good brushing also. Everyone gets their face cleaned, including eyes and ears. And Norma gets medicated eye and ear drops. And you would not believe how long and super sharp their nails get in just a couple of weeks. And Naboo is so big. His look wicked, like raptor talons. Thank goodness he is sweet because he could do some damage with those meat hooks. Anyways, everyone's are done. Their front ones are done, and I left their back claws in case they needed to climb a tree. Willow was a little shy for a few days, but he's coming around. When I trimmed Howard's nails, I found willow fur stuck in one of his claws, so I know that it's Howard who has spooked poor Willow. And I know it was willow fur because I don't have another kind of gray colored tabby. I know that fur came off of Willow. So Howard's the one that has spooked poor Willow. I sat near Willow while he ate, and he came so close I almost touched him. He will love some pets once he lets me pet him. I tried to load up a new game on my phone called Penny and Flo. It let me play a little and then it wouldn't load the rest of the game. And it's a shame because it was fun and I liked it. Oh well, I'll just stick with Lily's Garden. It's not like I don't have enough to do. I don't need to kill time with a game. Both Slim and I have our new phones working and we are both happy with them. Yes, I'm glad that is done. The switch over is complete. That is a very stressful time for me, switching my phone over. That's why I let my son do it. So Tuesday the 19th, it was a beautiful day with a high in the mid 70s and a low in the mid 50s. Such a nice day today. I opened all the windows and I gave the whole house a good airing. All that fresh air put me in a cleaning mood. So I did some dusting and I cleaned the big bathtub in the master bath, and that cured my cleaning streak. That tub is huge and I was exhausted after. I went outside with the cats to enjoy the day. Everyone had a good time. Vince climbed so high in a tree that I was worried about him, but he loved it. And he perched in the top of that tree and just looked and looked. Must be quite an awesome view from up there. I spent over an hour this afternoon playing Lily's Garden. That's unlike me, as I usually don't play games during the day, mostly just at night when relaxing before bed. But this game is so fun, and I love the puzzles and the storyline, and it's hard to put down. I quit when I ran out of lives because I refused to spend any real money on a game. I'm going to do something easy for supper tonight: grilled chicken and Swiss cheese on warm pita with spinach. Nothing fancy, but we like it a lot, with a little ranch dressing and some pita chips and hummus on the side. Even though I had the windows open all day, I didn't have a headache or allergy symptoms. I just want to make a note of that because I'm always wondering, why do I have a headache? Why do I have a headache? I'll have a headache for 2 or 3 days in a row, and I'll be guessing every which, wondering what in the world it could be. But it's not allergies right now because I didn't react to having the windows open for a full day. So on Wednesday, the 20th, it was overcast with a high in the low 70s and a low in the mid 50s. And it was a full moon that night. And I was kind of restless, late going to bed, hard going to sleep. And I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. to the sound of Howard's tiny voice squeaking at me. So, as I have done every morning this week, I put him in his crate in the laundry room so I could sleep the last hour and a half before my alarm goes off in peace. On my way back to bed, I looked down at the back door and wow, no wonder Howard was wanting out there. It was a full moon and the yard was flooded with silver light. It was so bright. It must have been a hunter's moon because you could see everything. Y'all, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It looked like the most beautiful black and white picture you ever saw. I just stared at it for a while. The moonlight was so gorgeous. Later, when I woke up and I went to let Howard out of his crate, he acted like he didn't want to leave. He finally came stretching and yawning into the kitchen while I was fixing Slim's lunch, and I think the silly thing likes it in his crate. How will I ever teach him to shut up? I guess I'll just wait for the time to change and then he'll be squeaking at 5 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. But I was wrong about that because in the autumn time, the time goes back. So he'll be squeaking even earlier. Oh, Howard. I don't know what to do about that man. Willow almost let me touch him. I put my hand on the edge of his food bowl and I left it there for a while he was eating. I could have reached out and touched him, but I didn't want to startle him away from his food. I'm hoping if I'm patient, he'll eventually come to me. He's getting more and more used to me, but any kind of sudden move and he's out. I made grilled chicken on whole grain pasta with tomatoes, mushrooms, zucchini, onions, and olive oil for supper tonight and lunches tomorrow. It turned out very nice. It didn't. It made a whole bunch. There's a serving in there for me. There was enough for both of us to have supper last night and me to send 2 lunches for Slim and his cousin tomorrow or today. So today is Thursday, October the 21st. It is a beautiful day, clear and bright. These guys are just waiting to go out in it. We're going to go in just a few minutes, you guys. Woke up at 3 a.m. this morning because of Howard, who happily went in his crate. I got to try something else. He obviously likes his crate and doesn't think of it as a punishment. Damn crazy cat. Trash day today, and since I was up so early, I had plenty of time to get it all together and load it up before Slim left for work. I plan on going shopping tomorrow. So today I'll clean real good and do up all the laundry so I won't have many chores this weekend. Willow is so cute. He practically does flips when I bring his food out to him. I've been feeding him twice a day, and he is getting fatter and fluffier every single day. Big plans for the yard this weekend. It's time for fall cleanup. You hear my stroppy cat just walking past Sweet Vince and growling. Oh, she's so stroppy. So it's time for the fall cleanup in the yard. One more good mow, and we burn up all the leaves and downfall, and we should be pretty good through the winter, except for, burning the autumn leaves. I'm so glad the grass isn't growing an inch a day anymore. I still haven't made Virginia's candle bracelets for her front room, and I still have a couple of bracelets to finish for Theory's kids, and I better get to work on those pretty soon. I'll probably work on that this afternoon sometime. So, yeah, that is my journal for this week. And if you have stuck with me all this time, I have a little bonus here to show you. Let's use my cup here to prop it up. Okay, now this is a flaw. This is a scratch on the paper, and it's not supposed to be on the picture. That little place right there shouldn't be there. This is a postcard that my son sent me when he was out on their vacation traveling all around. And this is the Canyonlands National Park. Look at that sky. My gosh. It's so pretty. This is a really cool postcard. I hate that it got scuffed up in the mail there, but, you know, what are you going to do? So this is a picture by this guy here, Tyson Chappell. And they sent this from Moab, Utah, processed through Salt Lake City. So, yeah, that's my cool little postcard from when my son was out on vacation. Very nifty picture. Maybe I can put a little sticker right there. Cover that little flaw. But yeah, that sky is gorgeous. Just so beautiful. Okay, thanks for joining me, you guys. And there's Ostroppy Cat on the back of the couch. And there's Vince. I guess I better get around. There's Norma Jean sitting in the sunshine. There she is, glowing mellowly in the sunshine. I better let these guys out. They're ready to go play. Thanks for joining me, you guys. And until next time, y'all be sweet.